Because traditionally, when you have a basketball court, it's very expensive to build. It's only in a certain spot. The basketball court does not move
Right.
unless there is some
It does
sort of an
not.
earthquake,
That
which is
is
not a good thing.
takes a world catastrophe. Yeah.
Yeah, to move a basketball court. And then I saw U-ball, where, you can theoretically bring it up to the top of a mountain and shoot
Should
them
we explain
hoops.
what it is, I guess, to
Yeah,
start?
go ahead. Explain what it is.
Sure. 30-second rundown of U-Ball. So U-Ball is two things. U-Ball is a new sport and it's a new product. So the sport is U-Ball is a new grass or sand version of basketball. So think of it as like the beach volleyball version of basketball. So you play it on grass or sand. There's no dribbling. You get 3 steps. That's the sport of U-Ball. And it's also a product, the U-Ball hoop, which is a portable basketball hoop that you can set up wherever you want on grass or sand in a few minutes and allows you to play the sport of U-Ball. So the best way to describe it is you play the sport of U-Ball on a U-Ball hoop the way you play the sport of basketball on a basketball hoop. And then one other thing, the symmetry I usually like to give when I was talking about the beach volleyball thing is if you think about volleyball for a second, if we were, say, me and you were having a conversation like in the 1970s and I said the word volleyball to you in reference to the Olympics, all that would have meant is 6-on-6 indoor volleyball. Like that's all volleyball was. But then in the 80s and 90s, they added this professional version of volleyball, beach volleyball. And over time, beach volleyball became its own individual sport, totally separate from indoor volleyball.
Right.
And if you look at where we are with basketball now, basketball is 5-on-5 indoor basketball. That's what it is. There's no beach version of basketball. And so that's what U-Ball is, a beach or grass version of basketball. And so I think there's a lot of symmetry there between the basketball space and the volleyball space, and just the basketball space hasn't been disrupted yet.
Yeah, it really hasn't. People are trying, but it's all just
It's a lot.
very.
It's analytic. I see a lot of analytics based innovation in
And
basketball.
it's so similar. It's like, all right, 5-on-5 and 3-on-3. I don't
Right.
see that big of a difference
Right.
in those two.
It's the same
things.
product. It's the same viewing
it's
product.
the same sport. It looks the same. Usually, it's just not as good because all the best talent
Right.
is in the original thing. Whereas I think, sort of the advantage here, like I was saying before, with the content opportunities, you can do this in the most beautiful locations in
Yeah.
the world because you're not constrained
We
to
can
a.
now play U-Ball in front of the pyramids, or
Exactly.
in Athens,
Oh, that would be
in front of the
amazing.
Roman Colosseum.
Right. Or you could in the Coliseum.
Sure,
I mean,
why
battle
not?
it out to the death, right?
Takes us 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
So, I think that without the constraints of $1 billion arena,
Yeah.
give it the opportunity to be visually different
Totally.
than 3-on-3, then 4-on-4, then 1-on-1.
Yeah, I mean, from a actual event standpoint, there's definitely opportunity to make that scenery or viewing experience a little bit more. You can make it a little bit more of a work of art because you can manipulate it. You can decide, oh, let's do it right on this particular New York harbor or whatever, right on the water. We can do it right near the Statue of Liberty. We can do it. You have a lot of opportunities because you're not constrained to an arena to really have fun with it from a professional viewing experience. Then obviously there's the more casual experience of someone that wants their own U-Ball hoop and can just sort of take it on their vacation or some cool park.
So
whatever.
what are the parameters? It needs to just be a certain depth of any material, basically,
What do you mean?
to put the hoop down and have it stay there.
So the current version is one where you basically screw it into the ground the way if you've ever seen like a beach umbrella. You screw it into the ground, throw the umbrella on top. Same thing with U-Ball. You screw it into the ground, throw the hoop on top. But we have a number of add-ons coming out soon that allow different ways to basically stabilize it. So we'll have an add-on coming out soon where you don't have to screw it into the ground. It's a little bit closer to a more traditional portable basketball hoop, but a little bit more made with U-Ball in mind. Or we're going to throw an add-on where eventually you'll be able to throw it on the back of a truck, so like a trailer hitch add-on, so at a tailgate, so you can throw up a U-Ball hoop. So there's a lot of different add-ons that are coming soon, but the original version is you screw it into the ground, throw the hoop on top.
It's exciting. What's the best place you've seen somebody set up a U-Ball?
There's been some cool ones. I would say the Liberty State Park was cool with the Statue of Liberty in the background was definitely one. I've seen people play it at the St. Louis Gateway Arch.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
really cool.
That's pretty cool.
We're not even sold outside the U.S. yet, but someone decided to take it to Greece, and like Mykonos was very cool.
Wow.
But I think there's a lot of landmark opportunities, especially
I
just
think so, too.
aesthetically.
I think so too. Yeah, I mean, I want to see people playing, one-on-one outside U-ball rules in
Yeah,
front
yeah.
of. I mean, on the space station is probably the crazy, or on
Why
the
not?
moon.
Because why
U-ball
not?
on the moon.
We'll do it.
Could you imagine?
We'll talk Elon, get it on Mars.
That would be nuts.
Might need some time,
You think
though.
it could screw down on the Mars surface?
Well, we just use the add-on, where you don't have to screw it in the ground.
Well,
Easy
there
money.
you go. Yeah.
Come on, you gotta think ahead.